Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Lane, and today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Washington Commanders, or the football team, as Madden 22 likes to call them. And this should be interesting because we do have Carson Wentz at quarterback, but of course he's not going to be the quarterback of this team long term. He would literally have to do probably like 45 to 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions. And that's just not going to happen. So let's be realistic about that. They did draft Sam Howell. I do think we'll give him a try probably next year. We could go week by week, maybe mid-year. We're not doing so well. Put him in, but let him sit on the bench for year one, play him year two, and just see how it goes. Now, running back, we have Antonio Gibson, who I like a lot, 80 overall star development. Now, the big story other than Carson Wentz on this team, realistically probably bigger than that, but Wentz is a quarterback, so I'll give it to that. Terry McLaurin wants a new deal. He has not gotten a new deal. And when you have the Adams trade out there, the Hill, you have A.J. Brown, you want DK Metcalf wants a new contract, Deebo Samuel. It does seem like they have to do something because he's not showing up to minicamp. Everyone else is getting huge offers. And you'd also think that maybe he wants the new contract because he has Carson Wentz. Your stats aren't going to look great, just like DK Metcalf. If I'm DK Metcalf, I'm sitting out as long as I can. Give me all the money, trade me away. I do not want to play with Drew Lock or Geno Smith. Just give me the money. Just give me some sort of money or trade me to, I don't know, Green Bay. That'd be interesting to see. I do think they'll end up bringing him back, Terry McLaurin, that is. So we're going to keep him on the team. And I think that'll make the rebuild a little bit more interesting. So we will keep him 91 overall, X Factor. We have Curtis Samuel. We have Josh Johnson. At tight end, we have Logan Thomas. He's decent. Star development, 78 overall. And then the offensive line. All of them are 28 years old or above, and that means in real life they're a year older. So we are going to have to deal with that. We do have Samuel Cosby on the team, 71 overall, normal development. I think he will step in at right tackle, left tackle eventually. Going to have to give him some time to develop. And then on defense, what is our defense rated? 83, of course, the better part of the team. We have We have Jonathan Allen, Chase Young, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, who's going to be a free agent, I believe, next year. I mean, Allen's staying on the team. Chase Young's going to stay on the team. We have Fuller. We have Jackson at corner. We have Kareem Curl at strong safety. I would like to work on the linebackers. I know they just drafted Davis last year. They have Holcomb. They have Hudson. Just realistically, free safety, linebackers, then the defensive line should be set, so maybe another corner or two, but this team is in good shape for what they have. They just need to find that quarterback. Maybe it'll be Sam Howell. Maybe we'll figure that out. But let's get right into it. Let's go to the playoffs, which with the Eagles, the Cowboys in the division, not feeling very confident. Kind of what I figured. So the Cowboys are in first place, which I don't think that's going to happen exactly, but Eagles number 2. We went 4-13, tied with the Giants. I could totally see that. So we're going to have a very high draft pick. I do think unless there's a quarterback prospect that's going to blow my mind, that I think we'll stick with Sam Howell for at least a year. So the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, first round buys, easy. Look at the Falcons sneaking on in. The Bears are up there, interesting. Even without like receivers for Rodgers, I really don't think that's going to happen. And the AFC rather, Tennessee's up there. That's going to be rough to see, but I guess, no, I mean the Colts are up there. But then the Jaguars, the Texans, of course. Dolphins at 6. The Bills are up there. The Bengals, Browns, of course. Haven't, suspended Deshaun Watson quite yet. So he's going to be in this game, in these rebuilds. I guess I could take him out, but let's keep it somewhat realistic. I got a little worried. I saw the 4,000 and I got scared. I was like, if that says 4,500, I just don't want to keep him. But nevertheless, he did let us down. Or he did, I guess, whatever way you want to look at it. 4,100 yards, 25 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 59% completion. Hit the bricks. Get out the door. Don't come back. Gibson, 917, 5 touchdowns. Wentz has 3. McKissick with 5. Receiving, McLaurin, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's why you keep him around. Samuel, 1,000 with 4. Dotson, 744 with 3. Why did I think that was Josh Dotson? I'm kind of dumb. 2 touchdowns for Logan Thomas, 682. 4 for Gandy Golden. On defense, now this is where we want to look. Not after tackles. I want to look at sacks. Holcomb, 122. Davis, 113. That's big. 109 for Jackson. 101 for Curl. What are we going to say for Chase Young? 14 sacks? 11.5. I almost said 12 too. 9 for Sweat. 5.5 for Jonathan Allen. 4.5 for Deron Payne. Now, I believe Payne, maybe he's a free agent next year. Free agency is always messed up year one after you put the new current rosters in, so we do have to keep that in mind. Corn Elder, what a name. 3 interceptions, 2 for Fuller, 2 for William Jackson, and then a few ones. Lamar Jackson, MVP, not too surprising. He likes to get those stats, but At the same time, Ravens 8-9. To me, that's not too surprising. Marquise Brown is gone. I understand he drops the ball a lot, but I don't know who Lamar is going to throw the ball to other than Andrews. And who do they pick up? Oh, that receiver, his name's is it Moore? And that's Rondell Moore. I'm not going to remember his name. Mahomes, Prescott, Aaron Donald's up here. I don't know if I've ever seen a defensive player in the top 10 for MVP, so we have to take a look at that. Coach of the Year, Arians, of course, not their coach anymore, but Madden's not going to keep track of that. Offensive Player of the Year is Jalen Hurts. That's going to be fun to see with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. I can't wait to watch Eagles games. Cam Newton, very realistic. Defensive Player, Aaron Donald, of course. Nothing from the football team. Offensive Rookie, Justin Fields. They did make the playoffs, so that makes sense. We do have Dotson at 8. Oh, that's who they just drafted. I'm so stupid. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Davis. Not too surprising. Oh, that's right. De'Ami Brown has star development 73 overall. I totally forgot about him. So we're actually set at receiver. Curtis Samuel will probably move on from eventually, but Wentz is down 2. So, I mean, he's not going to be on this team. Davis star development. Everyone else went up in overall, but nothing too crazy. The Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl champions, beating the Chiefs 38-24. There's almost no chance that happens. Maybe Dak Prescott goes off without Amari Cooper. I have a lot of questions about that, but he did win the Super Bowl MVP. The only thing I don't like about doing rebuilds with the current roster is that this is going to be all messed up year one. All kinds of teams are going to have money for next year because you're not going to sign anybody in free agency. It's going to be like Brady, Gronk, Beckham, Akeem Hicks. A bunch of people are free agents in real life, but we're not going to bring back Turner. We're not going to bring back Sims or Harmon. Gandy Golden, I remember Harmon. That was, 4 years ago? Must have been 4 years ago. Corn Elder led the team in interceptions. I don't know if it's totally necessary to bring him back, but he did lead the team, so I'm going to give him some contract offer and just see how that's going to go. Other than that, we're good. We do have $61 million. There's Brady, there's Beckham, there's Akeem Hicks. Where's Gronk? There he is. Now, I don't think we need any of these players. Definitely don't need Akeem Hicks. Like I said, I think we're good. I almost want to bring in Jack Fox, the punter, even though we have Way. You know what? I'm going to do it. Why not? I want to sign somebody. Throwing a little bit too much, $22.2 million. That's barely beating out the Dolphins. The Dolphins are desperate. Very, very desperate for a punter. He turned us down. Fine. I didn't want you anyways. We have the 4th overall pick. Realistically, we're looking not middle linebacker. Looking linebacker, we're looking safety, corner, and then if there's a quarterback that just blows us away. Now, the Texans are probably going to take a quarterback if there is one. Nick Meadows corner. Interesting. Steelers shouldn't take a quarterback, but they did because this game is just so bad. Maybe I should have traded up. I don't know. But Sidney Edmonds gone. Of course, that means nothing to me. But let's take a look at what's on the board, and then I'll take a quick look around, not waste you guys' time. A bunch of quarterbacks. All right, I'm going to take, like I said, a look around, and then I'll let you know. I know we have Fuller and we have William Jackson, but Joe Barnett looks way too good to pass up on. A-man, C-press, B-zone. Number 1 in the 40-yard dash. This is guaranteed hidden development. Yeah, that was so easy. 96 speed. He just looks great. Now, maybe we move on from Fuller? Maybe. In the 2nd round, picking up another position I wanted, right outside linebacker, Chris Woodard, hidden development, which is always big. I mean, B finesse, impact block, pursuit. Zone's not great, but A awareness is huge. Wow, what a pick. Joe Barnett, our corner, 79 overall. Woodard, 70 overall, but that's fine for a 2nd round pick. I mean, that's a home run. Is that the best player in the draft? I know typically there might be a guy like 80. 81 Meadows, so that corner is actually better than us. Do we want to take a little peek, be disappointed when Meadows has X Factor? Actually, very interesting they went in the corner. I know, Madden logic's out the window, but they just took, Derek Stingley? Superstar development. That means there could be X Factor, but I don't have a lot of faith in that. Any other 80s? No, there was another 79 right here, right end, Felix Smith. We are never going to take that. Oh, no, there is an 80. Strong safety. Man, that would have been a reach of a lifetime because he would have been way down the board. But imagine if this guy has X Factor somehow, some way. All right, I feel a little bit better because a corner will help us. So I put 2 people on the trade block. William Jackson, but I also put Carson Wentz. I don't know who this trade offer is going to be for. It looks like we're going to have to cut Carson Wentz. That's going to hurt. I mean, really? Nobody will even give me a second-round pick. I guess, like, James Bradbury didn't get any offers. They just had to cut him. That's going to hurt. So Carson Wentz is gone. We're actually going to hold on to William Jackson, try to make a run with Sam Howell. But just to make sure they don't bring him back, I know we have Simeon, not Simeon is the backup. Taylor Heineke is the backup. We're going to bring in Trevor. Why not? Let's bring in Joe Flacco, my favorite quarterback of all time, after we get rid of Carson Wentz. I know he's just a 74 overall, but I think we were, 84 last year, if I remember correctly. It might have been 83, but you drop 1 overall point for going from a 74 to a 68. Granted, we did add Woodard. We added Barnett. Our defense is actually pretty top-notch. Best part of the team, we know that, 87 overall. I don't know with Sam Howell if he can get the job done, but let's go find out. So we went from 4-13 to 9-8. You do like to see that progression. Hopefully it keeps going next year. But the Cowboys 12-5, Eagles 7-10, and the Giants 5-12. Hey, even they progressed 4-13 to 5-12. And I think, didn't they draft a quarterback? I feel like they did. Cam Newton, 5,700 yards. The realism in this game, it just scares me. I don't know that, didn't know the computers could be this smart. Sam Howell, though. I mean, 4,700 yards, 37-15. That's why I said that I would keep Carson Wentz, basically. I know I said 40, but we'll take that. 65% completion. Gibson, 1,000 with 14. We love to see that. McLaurin, 1,200 with 10. Samuel, 1,000 with 10. Dotson, 1,000 with 8. A lot of people talking trash about him when they drafted him. They drafted him way too high in the first round. But if he could do that, that's not bad as a number 3 guy. Thomas, 821, 5 touchdowns. Gibson with 4. On defense, Davis, 107. Holcomb, 102. Sack totals, 11.5 again for Chase Young. 8.5 for Payne. 8 for Sweat. And Jonathan Allen. I want to keep saying Jared Allen. Interceptions, 3 for Holcomb. Where's the guy I paid? I guess he's a number 4 now. Where's the rookie then? Barnett, 81 tackles. Not bad. There's Elder, 20 tackles. All right, maybe we shouldn't have paid him, but we didn't know we were going to get a stud corner at number 4 overall. Mahomes, MVP, nothing too crazy there. Newton, I mean, how is Newton not the MVP? Coach of the Year, Salah. NFC offensive players. You know what? I forgot to look at Donald's stats last year. We'll do that right after this. Nothing from our team, unfortunately. I thought maybe Howell will be up here. Defensive player, Aaron Donald. Almost no point in looking. Chase Young at 4. Offensive rookie, Stapleton. Nothing. Defensive rookie. What? 8? And Woodard at 10. I don't know. Last year, he had 27 sacks. Wow, breaking records. 22 this year, almost breaking it again. Pretty good. So hidden development corner, hidden development outside linebacker. Howell from a 68 to technically a 73 does have 1 morale boost. Dotson's up to an 80. Brown's a 76. We are going to have to, actually, I don't even know what Samuel's contract situation's like. I feel like he signed a 3-year contract 2 years ago in real life, so that'd be 1 year ago in this. I don't know if that's 1 year left now or he's going to be a free agent. I should know that. I played so much Madden, but honestly, I have no idea. Barnett star development, but he is up to an 83. Woodard star development, 74. Perfectly fine. Oh, you poor, poor Bills fans. Josh Allen cannot get the job done. Got blown out by the 49ers, 28-0. And to make matters worse, Eric Armstead, Super Bowl MVP. I mean, that's bad. That's really bad. Since we had to sign nobody last year, yeah, McLaurin's going to get the big money. Payne, we're going to pay. Montez Sweat, I'd like to pay. Problem is, we're going to have to let one of these 3 guys go. I guess one of these 4 guys. And Holcomb's probably the odd man out. Even though you could probably maybe franchise tag Payne, then people aren't going to really trade for him. He's an offensive tackle. All right, let's pay him all the money. I know people are getting crazy money. They're not going to let you do that with receivers in this game. It is what it is. Nothing we can really do about that. You do see Montez Sweat as a free agent in this game a lot. I'm going to keep him around. Even though I guess if you put anyone on the opposite side of the line as Chase Young, they'd probably look way better. But X Factor, I find that really hard to pay or pass up on. 27 for Holcomb. Do I care that much about that? But having Payne with Allen is almost too good to pass up on. So let's increase that. 61.2 for Deron Payne. That's fine. And I guess that's it. Cole Holcomb out the door. McCain's up to star development. Oh, not Flacco. Yeah, I think we're good. So we do have $16.3 million in cap space. Of course, Lamar Jackson we're not going to bring in. Sam Howell up to star development, by the way. Jeffrey Simmons, no. Jenkins would be great, but we're not going to be able to pay him enough for 16.3. We're going to have to move further down the list and find somebody that's like a steal. I wish we could bring in Jonah Williams. Devin Bush. Ooh, I don't think we have the cash for that. Or we do. He is a middle linebacker. Got to keep that in mind. I'd much rather pay Devin Bush than Holcomb. Oh, yeah. Is that going to be a bad idea? Probably. It's probably going to be an awful idea. But we're going to go with it anyways. We're 9-8. We're trying to make some small moves, get us up to 10-7, 11-6, and maybe make the playoffs next year. I think we're going in the right direction for sure. Devin Bush took the offer. We went a little bit younger. Didn't have to pay all kinds of crazy money for a 27-year-old. I like that. We need to work on this offensive line. That's definitely the weakest point of our team other than free safety. So let's take George Saunders, who does have hidden development, 89 strength. I mean, come on. He does have D pass block finesse. You don't like that. But pass block power is a B, impact block's an A, run block power is an A, pass block B. Easy. How do they let this offensive lineman fall to the mid-second round? Left tackle, I know we just took one, but I have to take this guy. I knew he was going to have hidden development. Look at this. A awareness, impact block, B stamina, B pass block power. I told you, I am an offensive line drafting guru. Not that it's that hard, but I'll still call myself the guru. I really do think those are both mid-70 picks. I guess not. 72 for Saunders, 70 for Hartzell, but both are hidden development, so that's a home run. So I put William Jackson on the trade block, Noel, and then Leno, our left tackle, and the only offer we're getting, and we're all the way at week 1, so I've simmed 4 weeks, is for Noel. 4th round pick, that's fine. The computer also drafted a hidden development player, so that's going to help us out big time. So I only cut Leno, but look at this offensive line. 3 hidden development players. We do have a backup center at Gilmore, who's a 70. We still have Cosby coming along. All of our weapons. I almost should trade away Curtis Samuel, but I want to give Howell as many options as he can at receiver, at tight end, have a good offensive line, so he can make a run at the playoffs. Then on defense, we have Butler, who has the strangest head of all time in this game, at free safety, the rookie. Other than that, perfect. We really... Other than losing William Jackson and maybe Fuller after this year, we don't really have to worry about anything. Maybe paying Chase Young now that I think about it. I wonder if that's going to be a problem now that I paid Montez Sweat. Andrew on Payne. Yeah, I might have made a big mistake. I mean, we'll make it work. Don't get me wrong. But we might have messed up. Now, in typical Madden fashion, we cannot see the standings. So we made the playoffs. I assume that's a wild card spot. We're 10-7. So we're still progressing. We're still going up. We love to see it. Give me the NFC East. So it is a wild card spot. That's all right, though. Tied for first place. I mean, you cannot be upset about that. A guy in his second year, technically, I guess maybe his third year in this, but be second year. So I think we're good with that. Take a look at these stats. Maybe Howell's going to blow us away. Oh, boy. I saw 5,000 yards, basically, 43 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Carson Wentz is hot garbage. Love it. 67% completion. Gibson, 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns. Robinson with 11. McLaurin, 105 catches, 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns. Samuel, that's why we kept him around. 1,000 with 9. Dotson, 1,000 with 7. Logan Thomas, 834 with 10. I mean, everything's going right now. Like right now. Right now. Diami Brown did nothing. On defense, Bush, 135 tackles, 101 for Davis. Wow. Okay, Montez Sweat with 10 sacks, 9 for Payne and Young. Interceptions, 2 for Davis, 2 for Barnett. I love to see that. 1 for Bush, 1 for Curl, 1 for Jackson. And we're 6th in offensive yards, and I feel like our defense is going to be better than that. 7th, okay, I can't tell the future. Get off my back. Mahomes, back-to-back MVPs. I mean, what does Sam Howell have to do to get, even 2 or 3? I don't need him to win it. I understand Mahomes, probably a better quarterback. Coach of the year, Zach Taylor. We are number 10. That's insulting. Thank you, Madden. Offensive player, Alvin Kamara. Howell at 4. Defensive player, Aaron Donald every single time. Nothing. Offensive rookie, Bobby Brackett. We drafted a lot of offensive linemen, so I can't really be too upset about this. I want it to be one of those times that I get X Factor drafting an offensive lineman. It's not going to be that way. Saunders star, Hartzell star, Dotson star, but almost all 80s, which is great across the whole offensive line. Just Dotson kind of holding us back on that, but I think he was drafted 4th or 5th round. Howell up to an 83 or 3 morale boost. That's not great. I'm not going to lie to you. That's not great. On defense, we're just looking good. Butler didn't go up a single overall point. I think he was a 76. No, he must not have been a 76. That wouldn't really make any sense. Come on, let's beat the Super Bowl champs who are 8-9, and they won their division for some reason. Ah, boy. We lost, I think it's at 31-14. I mean, come on. 31-14. I know they're the champs. Don't get me wrong. Lance 203, a touchdown. Howell, 2 interceptions. I mean, that's going to kill you right away. 2 touchdowns for Sermon, 1 for Lance. Dotson, 97 yards, touchdown for Logan Thomas. George Kittle. Very much a tight end game. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl, beating the Cowboys 41-28. Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP. I don't understand how the Cowboys keep getting there. I guess they have an X-Factor running back in this game. That's really the only thing that would make sense because their defense, Trayvon Diggs might be X-Factor, but the defense isn't top-notch. We actually have $108 million, which has me kind of concerned about looking at this because you know Young's going to be up there. Kendall Fuller's up there. Gibson's up there. Curl's up there. Samuel, we're going to let go at this point. Jackson can go. Dotson will bring back. Is it Percy Butler, the guy I just drafted? Or am I losing my mind? Superstar development. We're going to give him somewhat of a realistic contract. We're not going to go exactly to 20. This game gets weird. But we'll pay him all the money. He definitely deserves it at this point. I know he might not do that in real life, but he's going to get paid way more than that if he puts up stats like that. And talking about putting up all kinds of money. Aaron Donald just got a huge contract, so there you go. Kendall Fuller. Do you want a 1-year deal? He does. I don't mind paying him for 1 year. Then I worry about Kareem Curl. And I actually might let Antonio Gibson walk out the door. I do like him a lot. But I'm not big on bringing back running backs that aren't producing like crazy numbers. Okay, good. Dotson should be on the team for another year anyways. I know this isn't going to make a lot of people happy. I'm not going to bring back Antonio Gibson. That leaves us with 15.5. I don't imagine we're going to get anything crazy here. I was hoping Gibson didn't have any offers. What do we have for cheap running backs? A.J. Dillon, Zach Moss. I honestly think we could bring in like a Chase Edmonds for a 1-year deal. Definitely not 3 years. Increase the money a little bit. And then maybe draft somebody at the same time. I think that'll be a lot better for our long-term cap situation than signing Antonio Gibson. And I do apologize if you're a football team and you're very upset about that. But you're going to have to get over it. Because I'm playing and you're not. I think that's it. Like, we're not going to go for anybody that wouldn't be a free agent in real life like Garrett Wilson right there. Wouldn't make any sense. Advance the week. Bring us Chase Edmonds. Please and thank you. And he accepted. All right. We have the 21st overall pick. And there's not much left here other than Alan Donald, who's a first-round graded talent. He has B-hit power. His physicals are decent for 21st overall pick. And I actually really like his skills. So this is what we're going to take. Alan Donald, will put him over to free safety. Normal development, but we can't hit a hidden development every single time, especially late in the draft, but very solid pick. Okay, so Donald's a 74 overall. I still wish he had that hidden development, but not a huge deal. What about Hodge? The computer drafted him. Okay, I thought maybe he might have had hidden development. 91 speed, though. Almost made it through a whole video without a connection error. That would have been nice, you know? I really like what we've built here so far. We're an 84 overall team. We drafted Dotson, Hartzell, Saunders. Our receivers are good. We do have Chase Edmonds at running back. I couldn't really find anybody in the draft. Howell's up to superstar, playing fantastic, kind of playing out of his mind. Then on defense, we do have to put Donald over, but that's not a huge deal. I could do that off screen. And I guess we're missing a solid number 3 corner. I wanted to say receiver, corner. But I think we're actually, all in all, with Davis up to superstar, we're in great shape. And I think we can make the playoffs again. Madden never change. Or actually, please change. But Madden never changes. We're 6-11 in last place. The Cowboys, who just lost in the Super Bowl, 13-4. Giants and the Eagles, 7-10. Just when you think you're making steps, going upwards, it just falls apart. Yeah, 4,500 yards is great. 62% completion, I don't love it. And 16 interceptions, like it can't be because of Antonio Gibson. Edmonds, 815, 4 touchdowns. Huntley with 5, interesting. Mclaren, 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns. 1,000 with 7 for Thomas. I guess we lost Curtis Samuel at the same time, but that shouldn't be what's going on. Bush, 123 tackles, 111 for Davis, 104 for Barnett. I like that. Sack totals, 14 for Young, 10 for Allen, 7 for Payne. Interceptions, 3 for Bush, 2 for Davis, Curl, Donald. I like seeing that. Wow. I mean, You lose a running back, you lose a receiver, you go to 29th in offensive yards. And the defense, as always, carrying the team. Elliott MVP. Taylor too. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Urban Meyer, coach of the year. Offensive player. Nothing. Defensive player. We do have Young at 6. Offensive rookie. I don't know who Wembley is, but well done. Defensive rookie. Alan Donald, our first round pick. Defensive rookie of the year. Kind of a shame that he's the first one to win it with all the players we've drafted. Like, I feel like we've drafted great players. Interesting Super Bowl. Now it's very interesting. I just saw the results, Saints-Jaguars, but Sam Darnold, Super Bowl MVP, leading the Saints. I don't know about that. And being the Jaguars, there's a lot of weird things going on. So I'm trying to think of free agents to be. Kendall Fuller, we knew that. Rollier, we would have known that. Jamin Davis will bring back. Cosby will bring back. Dami Brown will definitely bring back at this point. Logan Thomas is going to be gone. Corn's out the door. Yeah, so I want to leave some money. Because I don't know if I want to go for like an older running back that's a high overall. We do like a very, very large short-term deal. I know that's going to seem foolish when we just let Antonio Gibson walk out the door. Or maybe we go for another receiver, even though we seem solid there, because there's really nothing holding this team back other than we lost a few players. Maybe Kendall Fuller gets another one-year deal. Yeah, it hurts, and that's going to be like $22 million. I can't. I just can't do that. Rollier? Oh, he only wants a one-year deal. Okay. Increase his money. Give him a one-year deal. As an 83 overall, that's the best we're going to get for 1 year. Zack Martin. Of course, we don't need that. Donald. Bolton's up there. We don't need that. DeAndre. That doesn't make sense. I'd rather just stick with our team. I know you guys might not agree with that. Rondell Moore, star development. This is what I was talking about. Aaron Jones, we'll give him a one-year deal. We'll throw money at him for 13.3. 183 points. That might be a little bit too much. But I think that'll be fine for 1 year. And we do have to bring, hopefully, back Kendall Fuller. It'd be kind of neat if he would just, It'd be neat if he would, still turn it down. Be like, I told you once. How many times I got to keep telling you, old man? You know, from SpongeBob? I just wish that would happen. I know there's rumors that the new free agency is going to be different. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but we'll see. Bring me my players. Thank you. Now, normally, if this is going to be a longer rebuild, I'd probably trade back from 4 because there's not a lot up here. Gaddis, however you want to say it, is not great. We have a 1 round left end, but he's not going to play, so it's even worth taking. Normally, I would trade back. But since we're not really looking for much at this point, I'm just going to give it a try and go with Jason Palmer, who does have D finesse, but I love the power moves, I love the tackle, I love the block shed. Normal development. Oh, it's a little surprising. He seems really good. So Palmer's a 73, and then I took Collins as a 69. So this draft is kind of a bust, but if we're being honest, it doesn't matter all too much. We're an 85 overall team. 1 draft pick wasn't going to change our team. So we're an 85 overall team, and other than tight end, I can't really complain about this offense. Offensive line's golden. We just brought in Aaron Jones for 1 year, I understand. Doesn't make a ton of sense when you look the year after we had $106 million. But we have all the big key names that you'd want to keep on this team. Montez Sweat, Payne, Allen, Young. We still have Kendall Fuller. We drafted Barnett. We still have Jamin Davis. We drafted Woodard, brought in Devin Bush. I think we're in really, really good shape. Now, we just went 6-11 after going 10-7. So I have no faith. But let's go to the playoffs. I guess I can't be too mad when the Cowboys are going 15-2 and we don't make the playoffs because that's just utter domination. But I mean, we're an 89 overall team and we're missing the playoffs. It's just, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It does not compute. I don't know. That's the only real way to put it. Take a look at the stats really quickly. Baker Mayfield just threw for 5,000 yards. What happened to Howe? We just lost Antonio Gibson and Curtis Samuel. That's enough. I ain't throwing for more yards. You can't make me. Jones, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. I hate to think, did we lose Antonio Gibson and it all fell apart? We lost Antonio Gibson, Curtis Samuel, and it just all went downhill. I wonder if we did this again, kept those 2 players, if we're just winning and winning and winning. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But it's an interesting to think about. 1,100 yards, about 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns for Dotson, 12 touchdowns for McLaurin, 7 for Brown. On defense, Bush, 135 for tackles. I still think that was a great pickup. Young with 18.5 sacks, Allen with 13, 9.5 for Sweat. Interceptions, 4 for Bush, who may be up there defensive player of the year. 4 for, where are we? We're interceptions. 3 for Hodge, 2 for Davis. A few ones. Yeah, the offense just fell apart when we got rid of those 2 players. But the defense also fell apart. Mahomes, I believe that's back-to-back-to-back MVP. Mayfield Lamar Jackson of the Patriots. Mayfield leaving the Ravens. Makes a lot of sense. Coach of the Year, Mike McCarthy. NFC Offensive Player. I mean, yeah. Defensive Player of the Year, Chase Young. I guess 18.5 sacks. Very surprising. Allen's up there. There is Devin Bush. Okay, so we had 3. Offensive Rookie, Parrish. Defensive Rookie, Palmer. That's who we drafted. He's a backup. I mean, can't complain too much. I just want to take one final look at the team before we end this video. 89 overall team. We got Howell up the superstar, 89 overall. McLaurin's been 99 the whole time. Dotson's 87, Brown 84. We drafted Saunders 84, Hartzell 85, Dotson 83. I mean, those are 3 great offensive line prospects. We drafted Woodard 79, Barnett 89, Palmer 76, Donald's at 80. I mean, for 5 years, I don't think this is all that bad. It's really just we lost the 2 megastars in Antonio Gibson and Curtis Samuel. Who knew? I definitely didn't. But that's going to be it for this video. Hit the like button if you could. Hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow because I'm back. I'll see you next time.